G'day, Ben from Melbourne here. Today we're going to get into the pickups haul of March, if that's what you want to call it. Some newies, reissues, some secondhand shit as well, and some 7-inches, which we all love. Well, most of us. But first, I want to put a spotlight on a whole stack of great upcoming releases. Of course, if you don't know, this is all going to be Australian and a little bit of New Zealand stuff in there as well. So let's get straight into the upcoming releases. Across the ditch, 2 exciting ones coming from New Zealand. The reissue of the Clean's Modern Rock album and also Last Night 7-inch. Both of those are on Merge Records, so it should be easy to get for everybody. The Mighty 3Ds flagship Flying Nun band. This one is not really a reissue, but it's not a new record. It is their very own Peel and JJJ Sessions, and that comes out on Flying Nun, of course. Back to Australia. This one I'm quite excited about. Glide's fantastic indie pop masterpiece Open Up and Croon is being reissued on vinyl. Sorry, these are all on vinyl. On Lovers Fiction label. The Great Hate Rock have their Rhinestones record. If you love that electronic sort of dub with a heap of sparseness, you'll dig Hate Rock. That record's from, it's not that long ago, this reissue, but that's on Ghostly Records. And back to New Zealand briefly, and on Flying Nun is the band Robert with the album Robert the Record. So that's all the reissues, and now exciting new upcoming releases. So first off, we've got Batpiss. Been a little while between drinks for them with their awesome punk sludge. New record called There's a Place in My Mind on the mighty Poison City Records. Also, Ed Kuepper and Jim White collaboration. Of course, Ed Kuepper, The Saints, The Laughing Clowns. Great solo crew as well. Jim White with the Dirty Three. Most recently saw him in Castlemaine, playing with the Hard Quartet. Anyway, they've got a collaboration record coming out called After the Flood, and that's on Remote Control Records. Floodlights, great alterna indie band with a new record called Underneath on Pias Records. Grinding Eyes, another new band, well, to me anyway. Bit of a heavy psych sound they have. Their record Out of Focus on the great Poison City Records. Again, a few of them, some good releases coming out on Poison City. And this one I'm very happy about. Robert Forster, that's right, one half of the songwriting team of the amazingly brilliant The Go-Betweens, has a new record coming out called Strawberries, and that's on a label I've never heard of called Tapete, Tapete. I'm sure you'll be able to get it anywhere. This one could be out now, but it wasn't at the time of printing, as they say. Tape Off, like tape/off, awesome post-punk band. Again, another one that's been a little while since they've released one, and their record's called Fort Sensible, and that's on Cool and Sound Records. 2 to go. This is should have been in the reissues actually section. This is a various artists record on Chapter Records, and it's called Can't Stop. Sorry, I'll start that again. Can't Stop It. Australian post-punk 1978 to 1982. And that will be awesome. That's got things like Primitive Calculators on there. Those, like all those bands from the tiny band scene in Melbourne. It was released on CD, I want to say the 90s, but I'm probably wrong. Anyway, the last one is an exciting one for all you people out there in the VC, because the mighty Civic have announced they're releasing a new record called Chrome Dipped, and that's on ATO Records. Okay, that's all of the upcoming Australian and New Zealand releases I know of. So let's get into the stuff that I got over the last month. Who would have thought in 2025 a brand new record by the sexy Tex Perkins led Cruel Sea with their album Straight Into the Sun. It's like Tex has been busy with his old bands. He's also just recently released a new record with the B Suburban. Great band shot there in the inner sleeve. Some wordage. And I think it's just on the black vinyl. Nice label. Similar look on both sides, so I won't bother with that. That's the black cover there. So Cruel Sea, magnificent stuff. I'm sure if you've watched this channel, you'll be familiar with them. Now, next we've got Smoked Salmon, which is the name of the new project from Kim Salmon. This is really good. I actually saw them support the Hard Quartet in Castlemaine. They're really, really good. So, yeah, looking forward to really sinking my teeth into this record. Wild artwork. Apparently that's all done by Kim Salmon. He's sort of gone for a bit of a back to a classic scientist kind of sound. You can hear, touches of surrealist in what he's doing as well. He's got fantastic band, like Claire Birchall is worth buying this alone. Amazing multi-instrumentalist, but just killer guitar player too. Have a little bit of a essay by Kim there on the inside. Everybody who contributed to the album. Again, black vinyl with Kim's artwork on the label. And I think that's it. There's the back cover. Smoked Salmon, Kim Salmon's new band. This one brings a tear to the eye because we still not long ago since we lost him, and that's the great Martin Phillips with his posthumous album called Springboard, the early unrecorded records. Now, this was a bit of a passion project by him. He did speak about it when I saw him last year, was it? Or was it the year before, when he came over here? And great show too. And what it is it's a reimagining of all of his early unreleased songs, because there was a period of the Chills when they initially started and they released quite a few 7-inches and EPs, and then it took them a while to put out a full-length album. And so this is all of the songs kind of in between, and other things which along the ride with the Chills that never got recorded or released. So this was finished off with a whole cast of luminaries from the great New Zealand scene. Love that cover. That's the inner. It's a double album, so there's a lot of stuff to sink your teeth in. Have a look on the inside. So wordage, more artwork there. Just the black vinyl with the black label. So we won't show you all of them because that will just be boring. And this one. And there's more wordage on there. I think I saw somewhere. Well, it's got the Chills are, but I thought I saw a bit in here somewhere with all the people who helped out. But maybe I'm just making shit up now. Because it's got Neil Finn. He's probably the most famous contributor to this, but there's like a whole ton of people. I'm sure you can find a list of all of the great people who helped finish this record off for Martin. Fantastic stuff. Legend of New Zealand. Now that's all the newies I got. Now for some secondhand stuff. So picked up, must be in a Kim Salmon kind of mood, because this is the Scientist Heading for a Trauma. Great record. This pulls together a lot of their 7-inches and other bits and pieces from like pre-86 is what I want to say. This one's on the Mighty Orgogo label, as you'll see when I show you the inside. It's just black vinyl, so we don't need to see that. There we go. If you like The Scientists, you're gonna love it. And this is a little bit of inner. Check that out. Go Records mail order. How cool is that? The only way you're ever going to be able to track down the best of Australian music is through the Go Records mail order. It's got a list of like Sinus, Birthday Party, Hoodoo Gurus, Lime Spiders, Moodus, Wet Taxis, Celibate Rifles, Triffids, Radio Birdman, Died Pretty, and hundreds more great punk, psych, and trash releases. Nice when you get records and these things are still in there. So yeah. And then a little bit of a blurb on the Sinus on the inside. Now this one was one I'd have been unable to find for a long time. Romuald's mate Fred showed it off in a stream I did with him, and I was very jealous. It's a great David Chesworth, who was from Essendon Airport, with the classic record No Particular Place. Now David Chesworth and Essendon Airport, they're on the experimental electronic end of things. Yeah, this is a rough trade edition. On black vinyl. There's the labels there. Really interesting stuff. Back cover there. No, I don't think there's any wordage on the inside. So happy to have that. Another one I'm happy to have. I'm getting close to completing my hard-ons collection. That's the good shit, not that bullshit, which is Tim Rogers is fronting now. Oh my god, that's bad. This is Love is a Battlefield of Wounded Hearts, as usual with the great artwork. Almost looks like a Funkadelic cover, doesn't it? And then on the back, very nice. This one on Vinyl Solution Records, I think. Yep. And then cool inners. There's the boys with their that's what bathers used to look like in the old days before board shorts, but we didn't normally wear leather jackets with them. But you know, the hard-ons were their own kettle of fish, so they do what they like. And yeah, there's the bit of artwork on the back label, on the front label, and then side two's just got the tracks. Legendary punk band. Some might say they had silly lyrics, but I love it. Good catchy stuff. Now onto the reissues. Now this was a bit of an unexpected one. Jack Frost, which I remember at the time, but I never laid my hands on any of their stuff. And that, of course, is Grant McClellan from the Go-Betweens and Steve Kilby from The Church collaborating together. This is like triple album? And so this compiles, this has got the actual record, plus it's got a whole stack of extra stuff on here as well. This is on Easy Action Records. It's a pretty groovy shot. And I don't know what's going on here, Steve. It's a bit of a shonky looking beard, but anyway, we won't hold that against you. It's the inside there. I think that was, yeah, Snow Job I remember the name of, but I don't remember that cover, but I remember this cover. So you get 2 records in each of these, which I'm not going to take out, because that's the 3rd record, which I prepared earlier, just on black vinyl with the purple and grey labels. So if you like The Church and Go-Betweens, you will love Jack Frost. Next isn't like a new reissue, but I'd never had this on vinyl. I don't know, some people might think this is friggin' mainstream bullshit, but I used to love this in the 90s. Regurgitators album Unit, Brisbane band, still kicking. I don't think this or the stuff before it they ever bested. I think it was, what was the big song off this? Was it Modern Life? And then there's the song formerly known as. This is where they started really experimenting with synthesizers and drum machines, but then there's also like little bursts of wild punk rock. Even like has some songs have like a, dare I say it in the VC, a Beatleish Baroque pop feel. And this is on, I don't know what you call that, Diarrhea Brown. Well, I don't know. You know all the names they call stuff now. I thought I'd just jump on the bandwagon. Oh, and another reissue, another David Cheswick one. This was, I think I saw an original list and it was just out of control expensive. And then when I saw this reissue, I was like, yeah, I'll have that. Layer on layer. Again, this one has a bit more info, being a reissue down the side with some wordage. Tells you a bit about the songs and the recording. Yeah, really interesting artists. This is wild yellow coloured vinyl. Still trying to find the Essendon Airport, which seems near on impossible, but happy to have the David Chesworth records. Now to the 7 inches. Now, speaking of exciting, because we spoke about Civic, one of the great modern Australian punk bands, about to release a new record. New one from one of my other absolute favourite punk bands right out of Melbourne. Split System have released a new 7 inch, and it is top shelf like all their stuff. Just so good that they just keep on keeping on. Track on this called On the Edge on the A side and On the Loose on the B side. There's a back cover there on the mighty Legless record label. It's a another strangely coloured vinyl. Looks like that. It's got a creamy colour with hints of blue and black. Don't know what you'd call that. And it comes with a whole heap of goodies. Check this out. Got a little poster in the 7 inch. Some wordage. It's not finished yet. Got a sticker. Congratulations, you have been serviced by Split System. Please call again. There you go. A little sticker. A Legless record sticker. And another Legless record sticker. That's more stuff than you get in most full-length records. Next, reissued The Mighty God with their classic single, My Pal. This one was reissued on a label called Sorcerer. Really good to have this back in print. It's just a legendary band. It's on a kind of orangey coloured, see-through, translucent job. Yeah, just, if you're only going to have one God thing, that's like this. My Pal is the song to have. And again, more 7 inches with little goodies inside. There's a very tasteful photo of the boys back in the day. And just to show off, I do have an original on Go Records. There you go. Lovely stuff. And a few other secondhands. I picked up an original of the Birthday Parties, Mr. Clarinet, backed with Happy Birthday. Of course, it's got all of these legends in the band. What a band they were. This is just a black vinyl on Missing Link, baby. Just quickly put that back in. Two more 7 inches. Died Pretty, Mirror Blues on the awesome Citadel record. Early Died Pretties, well, all Died Pretties great, but they're a bit harder edge earlier, a bit more driving and forceful. Just read the Radio Birdman book, and Ron Pino was apparently the Radio Birdman #1 fan, and yeah, his great band, the Hellcats, played with him a ton of times. Died Pretty, so that was what he did next. And finally got myself a copy of the Moths. Excellent Another Day in the Sun 7-inch. Fantastic kind of power pop garage rock stuff. And I think this one's also, yep, on Citadel as well. Great label. And last of all, just wanted to show you this. Not Australian, but just from my mate Garner over on Wolf Call on his YouTube channel. Used to have Born Out of Time, released the great fanzines. Awesome channel. Good to see he's back rocking again and showing heaps of great stuff. This is a compilation, rare and uncompiled material, 60s Forgotten Things. Welcome to the Wilderness, 17 Unheard Garage Winners. And Garner contributed 2 songs on this, well, 2 of his 7-inches, which I don't know what they are, because someone else said this in a YouTube video, and then he said actually they got that wrong on the album. So I'll just show you the little, it's got here, compiled and transferred from original 45s by, and then it's got the, and then this one, according to this, it's got track B2 and B5 courtesy of Garner Harris, the legend, but apparently this is wrong. But this is a great little record label called Sunnyboy Records. I just got these off Bandcamp on awesome blue vinyl. And like all these great 60s comps, it's got a whole heap of cool information about the bands. You can pick these up on Bandcamp. I think there might have been 300 press, so get on it. And while I was there, I thought I'll grab the other one, which is the more 60s stuff called Buried in Time. This is a cracker too. Lost tracks from the moody 60s. Yeah, a lot of, you know, bands I would, this is getting real deep into the weeds. Bands I've never heard of. Another great coloured vinyl there. And again, information about all of the bands. And got a lovely little thank you from Sunny himself, or herself, with a sticker inside. That's it for this month. See you in the next vid.